The love of a mother is the greatest, surging, and divine current that plays forever through humanity. A mother's natural calling is to serve from the only mandate she knows best, from the heart. And such is the case of Nanay Suling, who transformed herself to any role that life led her. Hailed as a mother of Davao, she has become legendary, a respected figure when it comes to genuine public service, and is a great part of the history of Davao. Soledad Roa Duterte, before anything else, is a mother, and not an ordinary one at that. Rodrigo is the 16th President of the Republic of the Philippines. Nanay Suling's story of transformation is remarkable. She was born on November 14, 1916 in Cabadbaran, Agusan del Norte. The daughter of Fortunata Gonzalez and Eleno Roa, who is a Chinese immigrant from Ningyan, Fujian, China, Nanay Suling had always dreamed of becoming an educator. After finishing her degree in education from the Philippine Normal School in Manila in 1939, she fulfilled her passion as a teacher at the Santa Ana Elementary School and eventually becoming the supervisor of the Regional Education Bureau. While serving as a teacher, this was when she met Vicente Duterte from Cebu. Sparks flew and they got married and eventually moved to Davao in 1951. Taking on her new role as a wife, Nanay Suling still pursued her passion for teaching and has touched so many lives because of her compassionate ways of instruction. As a gifted educator, she dedicated herself in the field of education, believing that it is the foundation for the upliftment of the lives of people. For Nanay Suling, love opens the mind while knowledge changes ignorance.
She have a training center for the woman, and then you can see how devoted she is. She taught the woman the value of human life. She emphasized on education, teaching this woman not only on the superficial level, but even teaching them the value of how to preserve human life.
Model teacher nga kasagaran dili na pud kay nato makitaan sa mga bag-o karon sa mga millennial nga mga teachers is ang dedication niya, ang commitment niya nga beyond sa iyang pagka-teacher pwede pa niya gyud i-extend. Dili lang gyud siya nga after, and we know by fact nga ang salary ato una murag wala ra gyud, gamay ra gyud, pero grabe gyud ang iyang dedication and commitment in educating the children of the Moenians. Name also was named after Nanay Suling because of the fact that Nanay Suling is also a teacher.
At 18, right after the cusp of the Japanese invaded Philippines at 18, there was a shortage of teachers when she graduated. So they were told, fresh graduate, you go teach. They already had their diploma. They were already full-fledged teachers. At 18, she taught. So for 20 years, she was a teacher, right? There's so many, they're all grown men, businessmen, and sometimes I walk in the street, I'll say, oh, I know your mother. My mother was my teacher. And I look at this man, and he's older than me, or maybe 2 or 3 years older than me. Oh, good. I learned so much. And even when she was already retired, they would come in here. They would identify themselves, not that they're the owner of Mitsubishi or they're the owner of this big company. I'm the student of Nanay Suling. Oh my God.
Not allowing to take family life a sidestep, Nanay Suling was also the light of the Duterte family. A mother to 5 children and wife to lawyer-politician husband Vicente. She inspired 3 generations of the Dutertes to fight for people's well-being. However, Nanay Suling had to sacrifice her passion to embark on a much bigger calling. In 1952, she retired as a supervisor after 23 years in the teaching profession to support her husband Vicente's new role as the governor of Davao.
Siya ang nakahatag o kalambuan diri sa maong sitio o daghan kayo nga yang gipasalig nga iyang nabuhat yun dili lang sulti kung dili sa buhat yun niya na
Nanay
himo.
Suling was devoted to social work here in the city, and she was very much involved in other civic groups, and in fact she became involved with the Girl Scouts of the Philippines here, and also with the YWCA.
Nanay Suling left government service as a teacher, but her new role as the governor's wife proved how much more she can do to serve, even without holding a public office. She held the public's trust. Embracing this new life, Nanay Suling familiarized herself with the social and economic profiles of various sectors of society. The out-of-school youth, women and children, and the disabled, ethnic and indigenous peoples, and other vulnerable groups. She left her profession as a teacher, but she never abandoned her passion to teach. In 1982, she pushed for the establishment of Sonta Elementary School, the first Muslim school in the Philippines, thereby solving the problem of our Muslim brothers to access to education. She also devoted her time and effort working as the governor's wife to help improve the social welfare of the Davaoenos. And this genuine calling to serve carried on even after the governor's death in 1968. Nanay Suling believed in the importance of mental and psychological health, serving as the Philippine Mental Health Association chairman in the Davao chapter. She spent 24 years creating projects, putting her words into action to promote psychological health. Nanay Suling also took care of social rehabilitation and the development of the people's skills. In 1996, she set up the Social Rehabilitation Fund, primarily organized to assist an individual the ability to earn and improve his future condition. Through skills training, underprivileged women were taught sewing and dressmaking. A biotechnology training center was also set up to teach Aboriginals advanced technologies such as agricultural production, animal husbandry, poultry breeding, vegetables, flowers and fruit cultivation, and fishery aquaculture. Nanay Suling also raised quite a number of social welfare projects, including the Marilog's Agroforestry Fund, the Kalinan Mountains Training Program for the Education-Deprived Youth, the Macopa Torils Blind Agriculture Project, and the Blind Handicraft Center Project in Mangahan Toril, just to name a few. The hydropower installed by her foundation also helped solve electricity problems of around 100 indigenous families. Some southern indigenous groups also look up to Nanay Suling and her touch of magic in transforming their lives. A great number of development projects for the Aitas, the Bagobos, and the Bajaos or Sea Gypsies were carried out by Mrs. Duterte. It didn't matter whether she had to climb mountain roads or travel in oceans just to reach them. She just did. Mrs. Duterte was also widely known for her volunteer works. As the director of Boys Town in Davao, she personally supervised the boys for carpentry, shoemaking, and crafts training. She also started the Sonta Club of Davao City and pioneered a project at Isla Verde for poor Muslim families. To date, there are over 500 Muslim children benefiting from this project. Nanay Suling also paved the way to the rise of a drug rehabilitation facility in Marilog for drug dependents seeking recovery. The 36-hectare land called Bagong Buhay is not only home to drug reformists but also serves as refuge for the elderly and women. Aside from being active on social reform projects, Mrs. Duterte is also an advocate of the rich culture of Davao. In fact, she lobbied fund for the creation of Davao Museum, a repository of how Davao came about, its history and culture, and the tremendous changes it went through. Nanay Suling refers to the province as heaven on earth.
Our araw ng Davao, there is a feeling, especially now that we are trying to put up the historical value of Davao, that I had been convincing the Davaoenos to put everything that they have, things that they do not have, or things that they would not contribute to Davao City. so that someday when we are gone, all those who will come after us will know how Davao was made it is today. And it is a must for everybody to contribute in one way or another, small cities, to make these things worthwhile, worthy of your sacrifices, worthy of our aspiration, and something that everybody should be proud being a Davaoino, not because we are born here, but we live in a place where we can call a heaven on earth.
And she would have wanted the museum para ma-showcase ang ating Davao's rich culture and heritage. After the museum was established, from time to time talagang she would spend time to visit the museum and check anong nangyayari, ano yung mga bago dito. Even considering na medyo matanda na siya, she's about maybe close to 90 years old if I'm not mistaken. Talagang she would still find time to visit us here. So, ganun niya kamahal ang museum until her until 2012, I think, when she passed away. Talagang minomonitor niya yung activities ng museum. So, that's how passionate, that's how she loves this museum.
Mrs. Duterte also practiced her deep faith and love for God. This is clearly manifested by her love for people and service to mankind in her lifetime.
And she made her own
Chapel.
prayers.
Yeah.
She prayers, and then when we would arrive, she would sing the prayers to us. I really found that very amusing. I still have a lot of her prayers with me. She was involved in adult education, as I said. That's why we adopted this, because she had a school for adult education.
She's also a very prayerful lady. If she will happen to see her prayer room, she had those saints and everything. And she even gave me a poem which she wrote down, which is intended to set up that area in Manila. It was few kilometers walk, 1 to 2 hours walk.
In no time, Nanay Suling's efforts gained her numerous awards and international recognitions. She is included in the list of the world's famous women in the 5th edition of the Cambridge International Biography. In 1981, the American Geographical Institute awarded Mrs. Duterte with an International Honor Record Award, just to name a few. When Nanay Suling passed away on February 4, 2012, the low-key mother of Davao left a great number of legacies. She was not at the center of governance, but she proved that things can be done if you will them to happen. Her contributions to the political, educational, social, religious, and cultural life of Davao City is a collective story of a brave, courageous, and tireless woman who dedicated her life so that others may live in comfort. Mrs. Soledad Roa Duterte inspired so many lives that it is almost impossible for her to be forgotten. Her legacy lives on and continues to inspire Filipinos in believing that miracles happen. Nanay Suling made her own miracles and showed us a little piece of heaven on earth.